waiting just one more. Okay, we're good. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Gillian Reed, senior instructor, and I'm based in Italy most of the time. Let's say spring and summer, and then in the autumn and winter, I'm here in Thailand. Birds are a bit noisy. I'll just close the door. Sorry. So I'm based in here in Thailand and ready to do Qigong. A nice thing to do in the morning to bring your awareness into your body and do good for your body is to drink some hot water, some warm, plain warm water in the morning. So if you have some, or if you have a warm drink, it's good to sip on it. And as you sip on it, you can feel the warmth, be aware of the warmth in your mouth, awakening your senses, and running down your throat into warming up your organs one by one. So that's a really nice way to start your day and bring your awareness into the presence of your body. But because you probably haven't got your water ready, we won't do that. And we'll start straight away with the practice. So we always like to get our alignment that we have parallel feet. And we sit without sitting and relax our sacrum as we open the lumbar down so that the sacrum will slide towards the heels and spread the weight into the whole sole of the foot. We want to feel our connection to the heaven and feel the connection to the earth through the soles of the feet. And the first thing, we align our good thoughts with good emotions and good chi. So we inhale from the earth and we activate our inner smile, smiling to the center of our brain, softening the eyes and the corners of the mouth, letting light in, love and light. Connecting to that soft and gentle vibration in our brain before all the thoughts start to flood in for the day. We just smile and soften the middle of the brain. Gratitude, love. And we bring that soft and gentle feeling down as we lower our hands. Bring it down into your heart and connect your good thoughts with good emotions, focusing on love, gratitude, and all of the virtues of your 5 major organs. Feel your heart fire expanding. And lower your hands and connect down into your lower dantian, your major energy center. So with our good thoughts and our positive emotions, we are going to cultivate good chi. We're going to do that just a couple more times, a little bit faster. Inhale, connect, smiling, softening the brain, aligning your thoughts to positive thoughts. Bring that vibration down into your heart and nourish your loving energy, good emotions, and down into your dantian, where we will generate good chi to run our day. And once again, inhale, good thoughts, good emotions, and good chi. Feel the alignment. Feel the alignment of the three dantian. And now we start our practice. So we're going to knock on the door of life, spinning, twisting from the lumbar. We keep the hips and the knees and the feet in line. And we rotate from the lumbar. And we can let the hands gently swing, and they will tap on the navel and behind the navel, lumbar 2 and 3. So keep your hips still and rotate from the lumbar. The lumbar behind the navel, 2 and 3, is what we call the door of life. That's where energy can enter directly into the dantian, central energy center, power station. So focus with your mind, with your inner eyes, your physical eyes. Listen with your heart and feel into your door of life, navel and lumbar. You want to awaken the energy in your lower energy center and awaken the door of life. Okay, let's shift our hands down to the sacrum and the pelvic bone as we tap. Still rotating from the lumbar. And as we do, we're going to lift our pelvic floor and relax it. So without squeezing, contracting, we just gently lift and release. An elastic movement. Okay. Coming back to the navel and the dantian. And very gently reducing the movement, coming back to the center. We're going to put our hands below our abdomen, which we call our dantian. And we're going to just listen to the breath expanding and relaxing. And listen to where the breath can actually expand the soft tissue into the areas where we were working. That's into the lumbar, into the navel, the sacrum and the pelvic floor, breathing together with the belly. Okay, so as we go through our practice, we always want to check in with our dantian and make sure that be aware of the energy of the breath, breathing and expanding from there into the areas of our body that we're going to open up. So first of all, we want to open up our sacrum. Okay, we're going to open up our sacrum, so we're going to rub our hands. Nice warm hands to massage our sacrum, and we just rub. So the flat bone, and right down to the tailbone right underneath. I'm going to rub this area between our hips. Make it nice and warm. This is what we call our pump. This is sacral pump. Helps to pump the energy, the blood, back up to the body. Okay, nice and warm now. We're going to move it. It's easy to move when it's nice and warm. So we're going to shift the sacrum forwards, press it forwards and release. Pressing it forwards and release. So we're activating our sacral pump. And we focus inner eye, physical eyes, looking in the sacral pump. Presence with our heart, feeling inside, awareness inside, without judgment, just being present. As we shift our sacrum forwards, we can also gently close and lift the pelvic floor. So we call that the perineum. The part between your sexual organs and your anus is the perineum. It's a very important gate. So we want to tonify that area, which is in the pelvic floor. So lift and relax, lift and relax. And we'll find also that every time that we shift our sacrum forward, we are pressing our heels into the ground. And as we press our heels, the soles of the feet open. So also the soles of the feet are pumping. And there we have a very important point that breathes with the earth. But it's good to be aware that now we focus on the sacrum. Okay, we're going to go circular now movement. So a very small one, not moving the whole hips, just the sacrum, if we can. If it's difficult to use the pelvic floor to move the sacrum, we can also use the buttocks to start with. And then as we practice and get stronger, we will use the pelvic floor. Let's change direction. Okay, good. We're going to rub our hands again. Make it nice and warm. And we're actually going to breathe now with our sacrum because it has 8 holes in it. 4 sets of holes. And the same thing with nostrils, we're going to inhale the warmth into our sacrum, the warmth from our hands, and exhale. Charge your sacrum. Make it nice and you feel nice and warm. Good. Okay, we're going to go for the hips. So we want to release the hips. This part of the body is the part that's connecting the top and the bottom to the earth. So we want to make sure that it's nice and relaxed. And then when we do our stretching and release our limbs and our joints, we are able to release to the earth. We're just keeping the weight in the middle and we're shifting the hip to open the joint and the ligaments, tendons. Okay, now I'm going to do it forwards. First, get a little rub here in the groin. Make that nice and warm. Because that's actually the front of the sacrum. We have the front and the back. That already worked on. So we're going to open, pressing the groin to the front, and then we will close the groin. So open and close. Be careful not to let your knees drop in like that. So you hold your knees in line with your hips and feet, and we close the groin. Open and close. Okay, now we can make a rotation of the hips. Maximum rotation in all directions. Opening to the front, like we did before. Shifting to the side, to the back, and to the sides. change direction. Okay, that's great. I'm going to listen. Listen to the belly breathing into the groin. Into the groin and sacrum. When we loosen our body, we decrease the stagnation and increase the flow of blood, of qi, of energy, lymph. And that allows our body to do what it needs to. The blue blood will take away the toxins and the red blood will nourish. So we have better health. Okay, now that we've released the hips and we're able to connect to the earth, we want to connect this bottom half of the body to the top half. So we want to work on the psoas muscles, which are connected to the top of the femur bone, and they go into the hips and up and connect to the sides of the lumbar. And to do that, we need to open the groin and stretch the lower part of the psoas. And then we do a nice movement with the center of our body. When we get to the front, we round the lower back because it's pulling the top half of the psoas. Okay, so this nice big movement, moving from the center, connecting the bottom and the top of the body by relaxing the psoas. Stretching the top, pressing back, and stretching the bottom half. Grind forwards. And change direction. Oh, that's great. Okay. Good. And let's feel into that one. Feel your breath, your blood flow from your dantian, from your belly into your lumbar, your groin, your psoas. It's good to be aware of it. Very often we are like this. We're always doing, and we don't even stop to think of the results or wait for the results. But actually, we should have a yang phase and a yin phase, a yang phase and a yin phase. That's what makes the things flow. So we do a little work and we stop and listen and enjoy. And when we train our mind to focus on positive energy, focus on health, rather than wait for something to go wrong or keep looking for something that's wrong so that we can go fix it. We want to focus on positive, healthy energy. Okay? So let's kind of start coming. We want to come up the spine now and open the other parts of the spine so we can connect the sacral plane to the cranial plane. But before we do that, we're going to give ourselves a nice stretch. So we go up on the tips of our toes, and then we press the heels down, okay? So that the lumbar is flat, is lengthening. And then we press up with the tips of our fingers, and we lengthen the whole back. Then we release. Up again. Heels are pressing down and pulling down the sacrum and the lower back. Arms are pressing up, fingers up, and I straighten all the way. Again. And everything from toes to fingers. Okay, now we will do the same. We're going to sit without sitting and lengthen the whole spine. And we're going to hinge forwards from the hips by keeping the lumbar pressed upwards so the spine is nice and flat. Stretching through to the fingers. exhale, release down. Some of the knees rolling up. Sacrum, lumbar, thoracic, and neck. And stretching out again, all the way up. Heels down, fingers stretching up. Nice flat back. And we go down again. We'll go down on the exhale, learning to relax and to release. Become more relaxed. More relaxed. Good. Okay, so feeling into the spine, nice and relaxed. Here's another one. We want to activate the pumps along the spine. Okay, so we will sit, open the lumbar back, and then we'll open the thoracic, the middle, and the upper, pulling the neck in. So a nice flat back, a bit like riding a horse. So stand and then sit, lumbar, thoracic, pressing to the back. Middle thoracic and the neck. Release. The hands go in the opposite direction, so it's like pulling, stretching something. The hands go that way, and the spinal cord goes backwards. Okay, so we're gonna do that a few times. Sit, open, relax. Sit, open, relax. Sit, pressing the spine to the back, all of it, and releasing. Pumping is a good way of releasing tension. Right through the fingers. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, in. Exhale. Great. Let's just listen to the spinal cord. Nice and relaxed. Little pieces of the body that we're working with now start breathing together as one big elastic. Okay, we're going to do also some spinal cord breathing, which we start from the sacrum. So we're going to work all these pumps along the spine now. We tilt the sacrum back and we arch the door of life. We close the door of life behind the navel and pull the back. And then we tilt the sacrum forwards and round the back. So now we're just looking at the spinal cord. Starting from the hips to the neck. From the hips to the neck. Hips to the neck. Hips first, then the neck. Hips and the neck. Okay. Now I'm going to make it a bit easier to open the sternum and between the scapula. So we're going to use our arms. We're going to pull the elbows back. Okay? Because the pump is closing and opening, closing and opening. We have the sacrum, the midline, thoracic 11, thoracic 5 and 6 between the scapula, C7 at the base of the neck, and the crown, and the sacral pump. This area here is quite difficult to work with, but when we pull the elbows back and then pull them forwards, we are pumping, closing and opening, closing and opening. So we're going to put the two together, okay? Inhale, starting from the sacrum. Exhale. Inhale. And So that is the mechanical part of spinal cord breathing. And now we want to look at the energetic part of spinal cord breathing, because we're working with the central nervous system, which is the brain and the spinal cord. And in Taoism, the best color is yellow, golden light. So golden light for the spinal cord, for the bones, golden light for the nervous system. So we smile and we connect with our heart in the universe. And we inhale the abundance, the golden light into the center of the brain and down along the spinal cord. Okay, so look out and connect with your loving vibration. Gently inhale through your mid-eyebrow, your heavenly eye, into the center of your brain and deposit light. Keep inhaling. Exhale inside the light. In the universe, we have the violet light, darkness that contains everything. So we choose the golden light. Inhale and charge the middle of your brain. And down along your spinal. Smiling your spinal cord, your golden spinal cord. So when we inhale, we will charge and visualize the golden light in the brain and along the spinal cord. And when we exhale, we will release any heavy gray energy that could be coming from our nervous system or our body that's trapped in there. Okay, so let's try together. All we have to do is use our inner mind and our physical eyes, because wherever our mind goes, our energy goes. Whatever we attune to, we create. So we smile to the universe, we inhale the golden light along the spine, and then we smile to the earth and we exhale gray, heavy energy. Let's do that together. Inhale, connect. Exhale and release to the earth. Inhale, connect. Exhale, smiling, release into the earth. In and in. Golden light. Release the gray heavy edge. In. X. In. X. Okay. Let's go into the yin phase now. And we're actually going to take part in the flow of spinal cord fluid, because the cranium is a pump, the sacrum is a pump, and the spinal cord fluid that nourishes the spine and the nervous system and the brain will flow down and needs to be pumped up. We're going to take part in that flow. So first of all, we just do a very gentle and little movement, similar to what we were doing before. Flexing and relaxing. Feel the connection between the sacrum pump and the cranial pump. And just enjoy it. And now we will just hold and breathe and feel. The right hand on the sacrum, the left hand on the base of the skull, listening to the flow. Something flowing between your hands along your spinal cord, cranium and sacrum pumping. Enjoy the flow. Okay, good. All right. So now we have a nice flow in our spine, which has given us also balance between our sympathetic and parasympathetic mode, so we can relax. We're activated, but we're relaxed. And very good for letting go of toxins. So we're going to start working on the joints right now to release the joints, because from the core of the body, the energy needs to pass through the soft tissue and through the joints into the limbs to reach the extremities. But if we are tense and our tendons and our ligaments are dry or tense, or there's no space in between the joints, then the energy has difficulty flowing. So we're going to open our joints now. The spinal cord is already open. Let's go for the neck. Okay, a little bit more with the neck. So we're going to do small crane neck. We often have problems with our neck because our head is very heavy and we don't keep it up where it's supposed to be. It's normally like this. So we will relax our neck. And by softening the tissues, the soft tissue, we can encourage a good blood flow, chi flow, and lymphatic flow to the brain, to the eyes, the ears, the senses. We're going to change direction. We're going to go turtleneck, so close to the body, and stretching out. Okay, good. And now we are going to rotate very slowly, but rotate in extension. So elongate your neck and go down and start to rotate very slowly. Let the weight of your head do the job. And we change direction. Okay, so let's go for the shoulders. Just feeling into the neck now feels good. It's good to connect to that good feeling. Let's go for the shoulders. All right, so the shoulders, we want to stretch the tendons and the ligaments, open the joint, so right down through to the fingers, because we can do elbows, wrists, and fingers also together. So we open the joints by as if someone was pulling us, and we start to rotate, leaving the chest facing forwards. Keep the pull on the fingers and rotate all the way back as far as you can reach. Stretching down, stretching forwards, stretching up. Keep your chest forward and stretch so that you will open the shoulder joint. And we're going to change direction. And now we change arm. Stretching down first, opening, feel the pull right from the shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingers. Watching all the way behind. And I'm going to change direction. Keep the extension right through the fingers. Okay, now we're going to do a little work for the brain. Okay, so we start with both hands up. One is going forward and one is going back. Take your time. Still an extension with the chest mainly forwards. And now we change direction. So the one that was going forward is going to go backwards. Okay, good. And shake out your arms. Let's go down to the knees. So like all things, they're much more elastic when they're warm. So we're going to rub our knees, sides, side, fronts, and also back nice and warm. We can also hit on there, both bent and straight. Okay, good. We put our feet together and we keep them nice and flat on the earth, on the ground. And we sit in our heels, okay? Not in our knees, but in our heels. So sitting back into your heels, and you start to rotate the knees. Help ourselves with our hands. Rotating the knees to the maximum. With respect to our maximum. And change direction. Good. Now we want to bend them if we can bend as far as we can. And straighten. Good. Let's have now work on our ankles. That increases also the connection with the earth. So we'll keep our foot parallel to the, okay. So this exercise we can do holding onto a chair, okay, or the wall, if we need balance. But it's really good also to work on balance, because when we're not balanced, it means we're not relaxed, because we need to be able to connect to the earth. So we want to ground with the supported leg by sinking the sacrum into the heel. Okay, that's the first thing. And then we'll have the other leg free. We also already released the groin. Okay, so that will help us to sink and ground. I'm going to shake that leg first. And we're going to open the side and the inside, outside and inside of the ankle. Just pressing it to open the inside and the outside of the ankle. Very important points. Okay, and now we're going to point and flex the heel. Flex. So we want to activate the whole front of the leg and the whole back of the leg. Point and flex. And to do that, we need to sink, 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 ground. Okay, now we're going to go for a circular movement, our maximum. Very slowly, take your time, rotate, and change direction. And we're going to move the toes, and then shake from the groin down, because we want that connection down, from the groin down. Okay, let's go for the other foot. Sink in your sacrum into your supporting heel and release your leg. Okay, let's go for the ankles, inside and outside. Point and flex. And rotation. And the other direction. And we relax, release from the groin. That's good. Okay. So our body is now nice and open. Let's listen to it. Breathing from the dantian. Free and open flowing along the spine, through the neck, into the arms, and into the limbs, down to the feet. That's what we want. So let's increase the qi in our dantian now and activate our free fires. So first of all, we're going to do some abdominal breathing just with the navel. We're going to do, that will help us do some detox. Actually, we do detox in another way. Let's go work on the lower region. So below the navel, it is the area we say is for elimination. We have the bladder, the large intestine. So all we do is exhale, flatten the lower belly. And then we start to dig and to plow the land. Okay, we want to release tension, gas, and let it free flowing in that area so that we can then charge our central energy center. We're going to do the lower region, which is elimination. We'll do the middle region, which is absorption, where we have the small intestine. And then we do below the rib cage, where we have digestion, spleen, stomach, and liver. Okay, let's go to that then. Lower region. So above the pubic bone and the hip bone, we'll be digging like this, digging in and pulling up, digging in and pulling up. Okay, we call it plowing the field. Mm-hmm. And then expand that area and regulate your breaths. Good. So when we do that, when we exhale, we stay without breathing while we plow. Let's go for the middle half. flatten the belly and dig. Inhale, expand the soft tissue. This is the lung sound to regulate your breaths. We're going to do the top half, so that's digestion. So digging below, along the line of the rib cage. Inhale. Lung sound regulating the breath. Okay. So already that by doing that exercise, we've a little bit more warmth, a little bit more space in there so that we can now come and charge chi in our lower energy center. And also by doing that, we've regulated a little bit also our CO2 and our oxygen level. So when we do abdominal breathing, it will be, we won't get over, we shouldn't get dizzy at least, okay? And if we do, just sit on a chair. Okay, so here we go. Below the navel, we have the dantian fire, so that's 3 fingers below the navel. And we're talking about on the middle line of the body. So below the navel, on the middle line. We're going to put our fingers there, and we're going to inhale, expand, inhale, expand the belly, exhale, suck the belly in, and we will focus there in what we call the dantian fire. Breathing with the nose. Okay, feeling the warmth in that area. Lighting, igniting, making sure the pilot light of the central power station is expanding and working the dantian fire, warmth in the lower dantian. Now we're going to work on the kidney fire, but before we do, we're going to detox the kidneys. So we use the kidney sound, which is blowing cold air out of the kidneys. So we squeeze the kidneys, and then we round the back, and we use the kidney sound. And again, inhale, compressing the kidneys. And as we make the kidney sound, you also lift the perineum. And one more, inhale, round back. And when we make the kidney sound, we round and the kidneys, lift the perineum, and come up onto the tips of our toes. And go to 10. Okay. Good. So now we're going to, I'm just going to turn off someone's, who's got their mic on. Can you do that actually, Mark, Matthew? If you're still there? If not, it's okay. Can you turn off, someone's got their mic on.
Yeah, I've just muted someone, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So now we're going to charge our kidneys. So to charge our kidneys, we use the reverse breath. Okay, So we inhale, we suck the navel to the back. And what we want to do, we want to squash all our organs and press them against the adrenaline glands. So the adrenaline glands then get a massage. Okay, and that ignites the adrenaline fire. Okay, so we inhale, pulling the navel in, and the lumbar area will expand. Inhale, pulling the navel in, and relax. Okay, I'm going to go for that to charge the kidney fire. Focus in the kidneys. Okay. Also here we feel the warmth in the kidney area. Nice warm kidney fire. We're going to go up to the heart fire, which is just in the lower part of the sternum. And to activate the heart fire, we need to move the sternum. So we're going to press it forwards and then sink it. And we'll use our nose to breathe, always our nose. Inhale and exhale, blowing on the heart fire, okay? Sinking the sternum and pressing it forward. Good. So we use our hands to feel our heart fire and we spin it on itself, spinning it backwards on itself. Heart fire condensing and feeling the warmth and the quality of the heart fire. And take that feeling down to the dantian and connect the heart fire to the kidney fire. To the kidney fire. Heart fire and kidney fire together. And take that feeling down into the dantian. And here we have 3 fires into one. Becomes a very powerful fire. We call it the sacred fire. And we want to make that connection that it will continue so we could create a circuit from the dantian to the heart, from the heart to the kidneys, and the kidneys to the dantian. Dantian, heart, kidneys. Dantian, heart, kidneys. This time we come down, we end in kidneys. We want to feel that warmth. The energy from the kidneys can go backwards and nourish. The energy from the dantian can go backwards and nourish the kidneys, but also upwards to nourish the heart and increase the heart fire, which extends up into the upper dantian, up into the brain, increasing the connection of love and gratitude with the inner universe we shine out. And we are children of the universe, so we can ask for the abundance. And we inhale the violet light, dark violet light into the center of the brain. And in the darkness, we find everything. So we find beautiful white light and we shine it, a red light, we shine it down into the heart. The optimum vibration for our heart, for generating more love, more joy, more happiness, and more connection. Red light in the heart. And we look down, we shine down the yellow heart to the spleen under the rib cage on the left-hand side. And this is the optimum vibration for expressing openness, fairness, and trust. Yellow light in the spleen. And we shine down the white light, looking down into the lungs. The optimum vibration for expressing courage and integrity. Courage and integrity in the lungs. White light. And we look down and we shine the dark blue light into the kidneys. And allow the kidneys to express soft, gentle, and calm. Soft, gentle, and calmness, serenity in the kidneys. Beautiful dark blue light. And we shine down the green light into the liver. Beautiful green light. The optimum vibration for expressing kindness and generosity. Kindness and generosity. Green light in the liver. And so we come back to the heart with its beautiful red light, which has the capacity to collect all the virtues of our organs. And this is what we call compassion. So we go down into our dantian, where we started, and where we intended to generate, to cultivate good qi. And from the center of our being, from our dantian, we're aware of the 5 major organs in harmony. From the heart, the red light shines out into our aura. And with its powerful, loving vibration, also gives the power to the other organs to expand their vibration, creating a beautiful rainbow around us. Red light from the heart, yellow light from the spleen, white light from the lungs, dark blue light from the kidneys, and green light from the liver, creating the optimum vibration to attract good energy to see us through our day. So we spiral and collect the abundance around the navel, spiraling small to big, aware of our protective rainbow shield, but any extra energy we can collect in our belly and our wisdom of our body will distribute it as needed throughout the day. So spiral and collect. And then we reverse from big to small, and we spiral and condense the energy into one dot behind the navel. And we give the order to this amazing, ever-knowing chi. Stay with me. I hope you enjoyed the practice. I was hoping we would have time also for use the hitter, but not today. But anyway, I hope you are feeling aligned and energized and positive for a wonderful day. Blessings.
Do you think we could have the registration of the course?
Yes, Matthew?
Yeah, I just posted a link in the chat box. So if you just follow that, you can see all the details about the course. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and if you would like, I will be running a workshop in the UK in June, where you can also join in on the practices. We have a week of practice, and also Master Mantak Chia will be in the UK in April, doing the basic practices and some further practices which are fusion. So it's amazing, some amazing opportunities are coming up. So stay in touch with me and stay in touch with Matthew, and enjoy the practice.
Thank you, Gillian.
Thank you, Gillian. Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.